Hello guys, welcome to my official YouTube channel. My name is Wangethi Muthoni, where I do hope to help you become more and more of yourself. That is, discover who you are, discover your purpose, be able to explore the best there is in you, and also help you to connect to divinity, connect to the power that is above all power, the power of I am. So do make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell so that you can get the update of every video that I post to you, and I'm sure that we shall learn a lot. The basis of any meaningful success in a person's life is the knowledge of oneself, the ability to answer comfortably the question, who am I? Thank you for joining me. This is my official YouTube channel where I do hope to help you discover yourself, help you become more and more of yourself, and also help you connect to divinity. Today's topic, we are going to talk about self-identity. Many definitions have been given to self-identity, but I'll simply define self-identity as the knowledge of oneself, the knowledge of one's purpose, the knowledge of what you were meant to bring into this world, and the knowledge of the role you were meant to play into this world. To quote a great writer and speaker, Miles Monroe, he says that every person, irrespective of who you are or where you come from, we are all leaders. But the problem is, if you don't discover yourself, then you'll never discover the leadership that is in you. That is a topic of another day. So, what I mean is, when God created you, He had a purpose for your life. He knew how He wanted your life to be like. And His desire is that you can fulfill the life that He intends you to fulfill. I'll use a compass. When God created you, He had a direction that He intended your life to take. Your life was either intended to be in the south, either in the west, or either in the east or the north. When you're born into this world, you're always at the intersection point. When you start making decisions in your life, you start going to either directions. But it's very important before you start making any decision to ask yourself, is the direction that I am going the direction that God intended me to go? Because when you take the wrong direction, things will move for you, but this is not the place that you were destined to be. That is not the place that you were meant to make progress. Then you reach a point where you hit a block, and then you'll have to start all over again, which means you have to go back to the intersection point and start again. And you have wasted a lot of time, you have wasted a lot of energy and resources. So before you make that decision, it's very important to search within yourself and know which direction exactly am I supposed to go. When you look at a compass, these lines are very parallel to each other. There is no way that you can jump from one line to the other, from one direction to the other. So when you miss your mark, that means that you have to go to the beginning point and start it all over again. And that is not what I want you to do. I want you to fulfill the best of yourself, be able to discover yourself from the very beginning, know the direction you are supposed to go, and be able to go in it and fulfill your purpose. A woman by the name Oprah Winfrey, she once says that if you have never discovered yourself, then the next right thing for yourself to do is to discover who you are. If you have never discovered yourself, then the next right thing that you should do is to discover yourself. And you'll not discover yourself tomorrow. It's today. Tomorrow is never guaranteed for everybody, for anybody that is. You have to discover who you are today. Miles Monroe once again says that the grave is the richest place because it houses people, great people who could have become great people, but they never became who they were destined to be because they never realized who they were. People who could have written great books, but the books were never written. People who could have become great writers, but people who could have become great singers, but they never sang a single song. They all carried their potentials and abilities to the graves. That is not what I desire for you and me. What I desire is that we can be able to realize, what am I supposed to do with my life? What is the purpose that is in me? What is the potentials that are in me? Discover them today. and start living in them. David once asked God, then, what is my benefit in going to the grave? Because at the grave, I cannot praise you. The same way, you and me will not discover our purpose when we are in the grave. We'll only discover our purpose when we are still alive, and that is today. So we have talked about what self-identity is. We have talked about the importance of knowing who you are, the importance of knowing your purpose, the importance of searching within you and discovering your purpose. When I first discover my purpose, then what's next? First, it's very important to know that you'll not discover your purpose overnight. It's a process. It's a process to discover yourself. Every single day, you search within yourself and discover the self that is in you. First of it all, note that to discover yourself, who you are, the potential that are in you, they're not without you, but they're within you. So if you want to discover yourself, then you have to do a self-search. That is, search within yourself. And before you start searching within yourself, it's very important to know that you did not create yourself. There is a power that created you. So connect yourself to that power and then now start the self-search. Search within yourself and realize, I think I'm more directed to this direction more than this. I think I'm more good in this than that. That way you'll be able to know what exactly are you supposed to do with yourself. Sometimes maybe you just need to set time for yourself, because the society have set programs for us which have made us so busy that we never get time to meditate on ourselves. So it's important that you create time for yourself to think about yourself. That way you'll be able to discover the goodness, the abilities, the potentials that are inside you. So when you first discover your purpose, the very first time it will not be so clear, like what exactly it is. It will appear like a blurred thing, but with time it will become more clear and specific. So the very important thing is, don't give up on yourself. As much as sometimes you feel like frustrated, maybe things are not going the way you expected them to go, or things are not turning on the way you want them to be like, but don't give up on yourself. Keep on trusting the power that is above all powers, that what He has intended for you to be, you will be. So don't give up on yourself. For example, when I use my own story, when I discovered what my purpose, what I was supposed to do with my life, at first it was not clear. Like I just thought maybe I was something like a preacher, and then I thought maybe it was a teacher, listening to myself and listening to my content. So, and then by the end of it all, I realized that I'm talking more of giving people hope. I'm talking more of telling people that there is hope in life, telling people that they need to be better than what they are. So by the end of it all, you'll be able to know which specific thing am I supposed to end up in. But it's a process. Sometimes you feel like giving up, as I just said, but don't give up. Those moments that you feel like giving up, always ask yourself this question: what is that gift that I can give to myself that is eternal? What is that gift that I can give to myself that is eternal? And that gift is going for what you have been called to do. Go for it. Be bold enough and go for it. Don't give up, because when you give up, the worst thing that you can ever ask yourself or tell yourself is, I wish I tried. So just try. Give yourself the courage to try and achieve that purpose. A woman by the name Oprah Winfrey, she says that every single day, always aim at achieving the highest, fullest and truest expression of yourself. That is, every single day aim to become more and more and more and more and more of yourself, because that is the beauty of life. Just be yourself. Find what you're supposed to do with your life and do it. Remember, your next right step could be the only needed step to make the world a better place to be. So be bold enough. Take that step. It might change the world. Thank you. I do hope that you have been blessed and you have been able to discover something. Now you're going to take the step and start searching for yourself and be able to become the very best person that God created you to be. So it's my hope that you do subscribe to this channel to get more talks like that will draw you closer to yourself and draw you closer to God. Thank you once again. As always, my name is Wangethi Muthoni.